This video is looking at the demo for a game called Detective Sherlock Shadow Stalker. Now, I'm hoping that this stream is working properly, because this game is giving me absolute trouble getting it to stream, but I'm not going to give up. So if we look at the settings, we'll start here. We got here text model. I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe these are fonts, I don't know, but DPT, not too sure what that means. And then you've got something here called deep seek. Then we've got voice, we've got Bayo or Minimax. I don't know what that is all about either, unless there's some kind of AI involved. I don't know. Graphics. This, they've got here full screen or they've got window, but the problem is that both modes run the game in full screen exclusive, which means you can choose resolution here and it'll put your monitor into that. I wish it worked differently, because it's really, really difficult to get this to stream. I mean, if windowed work, if windowed worked properly, then yeah, it would have been okay, but it doesn't. The frame rate default was on 90, and it does actually have the game running at 90. But yeah, I just stick with my refresh rate. That way I don't get screen tearing. We have anti-aliasing, we have post-processing. They're just either on or off. There's no adjustments or anything. Turn camera, move the mouse, or press the left mouse button. We'll just leave it on move the mouse for now, see how that plays. Audio, we have a number of audio sliders, which is great. Controls. Supposedly you can rebind all this, but of course you have to pick a key that is not already in use. So yeah, supposedly you can rebind if you need to. Yeah, that's about it really. Let's jump in and see what this game is all about. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, the story seems to be, at the moment anyway, the Hound of the Baskerville. Frame rate's dipping down a tiny bit.
Hey, Sherlock, you're finally here. It's been days. I was starting to wonder if the moor had swallowed you up too. You know, ever since Sir Charles's death, This place feels like it's covered by some dark shadow. Strange sounds echo every night. And yet, you took your time getting here. I can't help but wonder what kind of case kept you away while I was stuck alone in this cursed manor. Now, everyone's watching, waiting for you to uncover the truth hiding behind these walls.
Well, yeah, okay. So the voice definitely sounds kind of AI generated. Let's try the other one. And then the text model, this apparently is probably AI as well, because it's got down here anything you want to talk to me about. So
My dear Sherlock, you finally graced us with your presence. How did I arrive here? Have you forgotten already? You were the one who practically bundled me onto the train with young Henry on the 15th, tasking me with being his guardian angel while you finished your urgent business back in London. I've been breathing in the damp mist of Dartmoor for days now, while you were likely enjoying the comforts of Baker Street. But oh, Sherlock, you really should have hurried a bit more. Someone else from London has managed to beat you to the starting line and is already downstairs making quite a fuss. Why don't you exercise those famous little gray cells of yours and guess which old friend from Scotland Yard is currently pacing the drawing room floor?
well, I would say it's probably what's his name? How annoying. The name has just completely slipped my mind. Come on. What's his name?
My dear Sherlock, you've only just stepped off the train, and already you're fishing for clues from your humble assistant? The situation here is quite murky, much like the mire itself. I'm hesitant to cast aspersions on anyone's character just yet, but something peculiar did happen recently. A few nights ago, I spotted some lights flickering strangely over by the west side of the moor.
That's his
Shortly
name,
after, I saw Barrymore, the
Lassar.
butler, sneaking out through the side gate. I have no idea what his business was at such an hour, but it certainly felt like more than a midnight stroll. Inspector Lestrade is on the first floor questioning Dr. Truman about some case details now. You might as well go and take a look.
Lestrade, yeah, that's who it is. All right, let's go. I mean, it looks like you can actually just use your microphone and speak, and it'll just put whatever you spoke into typing. But yeah, we'll just continue on. All right. What do we got here? Latest news. I want to read that. Okay, so there's nothing we can actually do with the newspaper. So,
Well, isn't this our great Sherlock Holmes? Can't investigate anywhere without running into you. Hey? What a small world.
what?
输入内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。
Oh my goodness. Let's go back to this one.
Oh, come on now. Holmes, did the fog on the train huff up your famous brain? Or are you just pretending to be thick to annoy me? I said I've already got this whole business practically wrapped up in a neat little parcel. I have. Listen closely this time, because I don't like repeating myself to people who should be paying attention. My preliminary investigation shows that Sir Charles kicked the bucket around 8 o'clock on the evening of the 14th, right out there in those nasty marshes. He did. It was that butler fellow, Barrymore, who stumbled upon the corpse first and blew the whistle. See? As far as I'm concerned, it's as plain as the nose on your face. The poor old gentleman's heart simply gave out on him. A classic case of sudden failure. It is. If you're looking for all those gruesome medical details you love so much, you'd best go pest a doctor. Truman over there, as he's the one who poked around the body. Right? I'm the one doing the real police work here while you're still shaking the dust off your coat. So don't you go getting in my way. You hear? Hum?
Yeah. Well, from a technical point of like a tech demo, it's quite fascinating. But, from actual gameplay, I feel like there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done here because you've got the voice and the text are not moving in sync. They need to be moving in sync because it makes it very hard to try and. I mean, yeah, if he's talking away, you're not going to be reading this. And then if you're trying to listen to him, but I mean, you can't kind of like look at the text to, keep up with it or whatever. Yeah. To me, that's a problem. We have got some other options here. I don't know if some of these might work better. Try a different one. Although, I mean, that could just be like a server for this thing here where you type in and then get a response back. No idea what that there is. I'm not going to give him a gift. So let's go and talk to Truman.
Good morning. Mr. Holmes, you look weary and travel-worn. Take care of yourself if you wish to live a long life. Good advice? I am a doctor, Mr. Holmes. My conclusions are based on anatomical facts and clinical observation, not the whims of an amateur. If you have no inquiries regarding the pathology of the deceased or the physiological effects of acute terror on the human heart, my time would be better spent reviewing the medical files of the villagers. There is a case of chronic pleurisy in the valley that interests me far more than aimless conversation.
Yeah, I feel like this doesn't quite work as well as it could.
The details, Mr. Holmes, are unpleasant but clear. On external examination, Sir Charles's body showed no signs of struggle, no defensive wounds, no contusions, no lacerations, no ligature marks. His clothing was in disarray, but consistent with a sudden collapse rather than a physical assault. Internally, his heart was the key. The myocardium showed changes consistent with chronic cardiac weakness, nothing surprising for a man of his age. Of course I checked for toxicity. I am a physician, not a village herbalist. I examined the stomach and intestinal contents, as well as the liver, for signs of common poisons, alkaloids, metallic toxins, irritants. There was no evidence of corrosive injury, no unusual odor, no staining of the mucosa, no congestion pattern suggestive of poisoning. Had there been any hint of toxic insult, I would have reported it at once. There was none. The heart failed under acute terror. That is sufficient to explain the death, at least from a medical standpoint.
Well, yeah, it looks like we've got the clue from him, we've got the clue from Lestrade. Obtain Mortimer's clue 1 and 2. So I think we're finished here.
You are welcome, Mr. Holmes. If later you require further details on Sir Charles's condition or other medical matters, you know where to find me. Good day!
All right. So I guess, well, what do we do? I guess we go and talk to Watson, I guess. I mean, I don't know where this Mortimer is. I don't even know who Mortimer is, to be honest. Getting a little bit of screen tearing there, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, I mean, there definitely is some issues here with how this is working. I can't really adjust it though, because it will screw my stream up. I'd have to pretty much stop my stream and kind of start it again. Not really start again, but create a part 2 video, basically. All right, let's go find it. Talk to my client who is resting in the guest room. Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose I should have read that. So he's in the guest room. Either that door or this door. Is this not a guest room? It says a guest cup of tea. Yeah. Okay. Unremoved faint red lipstick mark visible on one of them. Bookcase. An old worn metal. More bookcases. Oh, well, it's got to be in here then. Henry. Well, that's not Mortimer, but
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Holmes. Recent events have been tormenting me, but with you here, I can finally breathe easier. Whatever you need during your stay, just ask Barrymore. We'll do our best to accommodate you. Of course, I also hope you'll keep me updated on the investigation.
yeah, there's nothing about text speed. So, yeah, it's just something they have to, to work out themselves. I am looking for Mortimer.
Sir? Mr. Holmes. Good evening. You're looking for Dr. Mortimer? I believe he is still in his room on the first floor, the guest room at the end of the corridor on your left. He mentioned feeling a little tired after speaking with the police, so he may be resting, but I am sure he will not mind if it concerns the investigation. If you wish, I can have Barrymore show you there, or send a servant to let him know you are looking for him.
Let's try talking, see if it works. No, that won't be necessary, thank you. I will go and find him myself now. Goodbye. Oh, do I have to tell her? Okay. No, that will not be necessary, thank you. I will go and find him myself. Goodbye. Okay, it's not working. No, thank you. I will find him myself. Goodbye.
Of course, Mr. Holmes. Please, take care in the corridors. The lamps near the staircase have been flickering a little this evening. If you should require me later, I shall be in the study, going through my uncle's papers. Goodbye for now.
Okay. This one here, probably. Or not. That's way in and out. Yeah. Okay, so I'm kind of a bit lost now. What's this? Potion bottle. What are they talking about? Go and ask him about the events of the day. Yeah, I asked where he was. Oh, here we go. What's this? Okay, this will be him. That's funny. I see. You don't see the door unless you come around there. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you were coming in. Ah, oh, no. Yeah, I mean, if you were coming into the house, then it's left. But, yeah, you have to go in to be able to find it. I mean, I think he said left. So if you're walking down here, it's not left. It's definitely right. But anyway, we are here now. He has looks like another one of those boxes there, but it's got going up. He's got a book, another bookcase over there. Novels of basketball. All right, well, let's talk to him.
My dear friend, Holmes. I'm absolutely delighted to see you. Now that you've come as promised, I can finally stop worrying about the future of the Baskerville family. Poor Charles and Henry 201 could face such horrors without losing their composure. But with someone as wise and dependable as you here, I'm sure this case will be resolved soon enough.
Um,
I am here because you asked for my help, Holmes. And because Charles is dead, Dot as his physician and his friend, I could hardly stay in Devon and pretend nothing had happened. You are the only man whose judgment I truly trust in such matters. So when Henry arrived from Scotland, I brought him straight to Baker Street. Now that you have come to the moor yourself, it is my duty to remain nearby, answer your questions, and offer whatever medical insight I can. Tell me frankly, do you doubt my motives, or are you simply testing how I explain myself?输入内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。
Yeah. It seems to be a bit buggy.
Certainly, Holmes. I am here because Charles has met with an untimely death. As his longtime physician and companion, I could not simply remain in Devon and observe from afar. Your reputation as a detective precedes you, and I trust your insight above all others. When Henry arrived from Scotland, I ensured he was brought directly to Baker Street for his own safety and to secure your involvement. Now that you have come to the moor, I am here to assist, answer questions, and provide any medical knowledge that might aid the investigation.
Oh, not again.
输入内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。
输入内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。
Yeah, there's nothing here about language. So,
My apologies. Holmes, I thought I was already doing so. Perhaps my accent or my tendency to obsess over medical terminology made my previous statements unclear. A common failing of mine, I suppose. As I was saying, I am here at Baskerville Hall to assist you and the authorities in uncovering the truth behind Sir Charles's tragic end. It is my duty to the family and to my late friend. Is there something specific?
no.
输入内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe. Oh, look, I can give him a go. Oh, man. Yeah, it could just be a bug in the game.
I have indeed seen him, but speaking with him is quite another matter. Doctor, Truman is currently in the drawing room downstairs, being questioned by Inspector Lestrade as we speak. As the family physician, Doctor, Truman was the last professional to see Sir Charles alive that morning. Yet the Dartmoor police saw no issue in letting him perform the post-mortem exam as well. It is hardly rigorous. I wanted a mind like yours involved, precisely because I find such local arrangements to be dangerously lacking in objectivity. Are you planning to go down and cross-examine him yourself, Holmes? I see. Your efficiency is, as always, quite remarkable. I hope his account of the post-mortem was more detailed for you than the vague summary provided to the local authorities. If you have already spoken with Truman, then perhaps you have already formed an opinion on the physical evidence? I find the whole situation with the police relying so heavily on a man who was personally involved with the deceased to be, well, let us say, far from ideal medical practice. Did his findings align with your own observations of the scene, or did you detect some oversight in his diagnosis?
Oh,
输入内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。Of course, Holmes. My apologies if I strayed into any confusion. I shall remain as clear and precise as possible. It is my habit to be thorough, though perhaps I over-explain things at times, a result of too many hours in the laboratory, no doubt. Is there anything else regarding my presence here, or my movements, that requires further clarification?
oh man.
输入内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think the Chinese lines are showing up in the log here. Yeah, I think it's just a little too buggy at the moment. I suppose if you were playing it in Chinese or whatever that is, maybe it's not Chinese, maybe it's Japanese, I'm not sure. But I think if you were playing the game in that language, maybe you won't have a problem. Possibly it's just the English audience that has this issue, and maybe they don't have a lot of English testers or something. I don't know, but I think they really do need to kind of fix it up at the moment. I think apart from the fact that these bugs and problems, the only thing I seem to pick up on is just the fact that the speech and the text they're not in sync. They have to be moving at the same time, so you can kind of follow along with the text as the characters are talking. That's just how subtitles normally work. So yeah, that's a problem. I feel like the game probably could do with a bit of optimization. The performance is a little tiny bit choppy, but then they do have some issues going on with the graphics. The full screen and window mode, they don't seem to work any different. The GPU is maxed out, which shouldn't be happening. And there's screen tearing. So, I could probably force the game to VSync using a third-party tool, or maybe even in the graphic driver. Possibly we could do that, which might get rid of the screen tearing. I think I could probably do something that might allow me to get some more frame rate, like frames out of this game as well. But this is not done in game. This is me doing things using third-party tools, basically. So yeah, I believe they need to do some work on the performance. Unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe we can trick this AI to give me the second clue. What is
my dear
your
friend, Holmes,
second
I'm
clue?
absolutely delighted to see you, now that you've come as promised.
He's just
输入内
gonna
容包含敏感词，请重新输入。
Yeah. We can't get anywhere. I want to get this guy's second clue, but what else can you tell me? Ah, come on.
内容包含敏感词，请重新输入。 My apologies. I was lost in thought. Dealing with the loss of a dear friend makes one's mind wander. Of course, Mr. Holmes, I shall speak in English as you requested. It is a relief to have a man of your precise intellect here at Baskerville Hall.
No. It's not going to do it. So, we could, no, I don't believe we can continue. I believe we have to do these steps in order, and until I get his second clue, I can't go further. But I just can't talk with him because he's just answering me in Chinese or whatever it is. So, yeah, there's nothing else I can do here. There's nothing here about what language do you want. I've tried all these different text models. I've tried the different voice models. There's nothing else I can do. So I'm just going to have to leave it here. If you'd like to try this out yourself, the game is called Detective Sherlock Shadow Stalker, I believe that's what it is called. It's a unique idea in the way that, they're obviously trying to use AI. It does have a sense of interest here, the fact that you can basically type what you want and see what kind of answer you're going to get. But yeah, when it starts talking to you in a different language, that's when that's a major issue, that one, a major problem. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in a future video.